Hey, I don't know if you guys did it, but maybe you could ask your older homie that did that with Alonzo. Where did you guys come off with the? Where did you guys come up with the poses in jail, oh boy? Those jail pictures. You know what I'm talking about, right? You know what I'm talking about, right? They're doing this, oh boy.
Hey, you know what? You know what? That's a big mystery. Like you just see all black, like older black OGs doing that, but you don't know where it came from. Like the way they stand, like you said, like this, chest out with baby oil. It's like I don't know. Yeah, chest out with baby oil. Yeah, I don't know, man.
With the side profile.
Right, yeah, with the side, looking up in the sky like they're talking to Jesus. Yeah, I don't know, man.
They're talking to Black Jesus. Have you seen that show?
Oh man.
Nah, I heard of it though.
Dude, you gotta watch it.
And she clown me all the time the way I stand.
Oh yeah. I'm still trying. I don't even think Kev Mack has gotten to the root of that one yet.
What, standing
Yeah.
correct? Yeah. Like that right there. Yeah, Kev Mack, wherever you at, if you watching this, you need to find out why we stand like that.
Yeah, that's more of a mystery. Oh yeah, I used to, and I found him why all the time, and it was great. It was
Right.
great. It's the same thing. They're getting all fucking oiled up, and bam.
Baby oil. Yeah.
Oh shit. Hey, so I gotta ask you this because people always, especially if I get an African American on the platform, they'll ask them this, and they're trying to get aggressive. I'm asking you like just from a brown man so people understand, right? Because first of all, what I do doesn't represent every brown man. What you do doesn't represent, and what other people do is the same thing. But they say, well, why don't you ask him what he feels about African Americans attacking like street vendors and stuff like that?
I think it's a cowardice act. Period. Like you don't take it out on the community. You know, if you want to go get active, you know where your enemies is at.
Yeah.
I understand you bored, but all that filming, slapping paletero mans and all that crazy shit to go viral, that's clown shit, man. Period.
Yeah. And that's all. I agree, brother. But why do you think? And listen, we do this same shit too. I just know that the homies don't record it as much as brothers do, right? But why do you think in the black community, but not the black community, the black gang community, right?
Right.
Why do you think there's such a lack of structure with you guys when it comes to that? Because I mean, there's structure in the hood, but it's not, you know what I'm talking about, that kind of structure. Why is that? Is it you guys just be wilding out or not giving a fuck, or what is it?
I just think it's more so like people don't want to even listen to their mom and their dad. So why you gonna come outside and listen to this nigga? Like that's
like
what that's how it be. It's just like, man, you ain't my daddy. Who is you? You know, like, but everybody don't think like that.
Right.
Me personally, I can listen to my big homie. I can listen to somebody younger than me if what he's saying is real. Like with me, there's no big me's and little you's. I'll be 34 this year. I don't feel like I'm a big homie to a 20-year-old.
Yeah.
I don't, you know? So
That's right. So you did. I've been ever since. First of all, thank you. You were one of the first, and Nate Dogg 619 that did a video.
man, shout out Nate Dogg.
Yeah.
That's my boy. We got something coming too.
Yeah, he's coming on too. You guys were the first one to speak on Wacko. I call him Wacko. So and but actually no. Before that, I got another one. Before that, I'm sorry. We'll get to that guy, dude.
We'll get to Charleston Wacko.
So I've been watching your videos. Well, that's what I was getting to. After the Wacko situation, I've been watching your videos. You popped up on my feed. I didn't know you had a YouTube channel at the time. As soon as I saw, but this guy's got good shit, right? And I saw one that you spoke about you got a son, correct?
Right.
And then you said your son was looking at your tattoos. And then you were talking about, I don't know, your son throwing up gang signs. I want you to kind of talk about that.
Oh yeah. I think he was like 2, almost 3 years old. And I remember I was sitting on the couch and he walked up to me, and it was like the first time he noticed my tattoos. So we started looking at him, and he was looking right here. As you can see, I got the actual fingers.
Yeah,
you know what I
that
mean?
age, homeboy.
Yeah, so he was like looking, he was like, "Daddy, what's these fingers?" And I kind of got stuck. I was like, "I don't know what you're talking about."
Yeah.
And he was like, "Right here, Daddy, fingers." And then I just ignored him again, and he started like trying to throw it up. He couldn't get it.
Yeah, but
And I was hoping he didn't get it too. I was just watching him like, and that just kind of broke me. Like, damn, like he looking at me as somebody that obviously he admires, and he might remember that. Like, when he grow up and he really find out like what I'm a part of, he might want to imitate that, and I hope he don't.
So you ain't gonna teach your son how to crip walk, right?
Nah, my son.
Do you know how to crip walk?
Nah.
No.
Nah.
That's
That's
a
a
stereotype.
myth.
Bro.
Yeah, that's a stereotype.
That's a fucking stereotype.
That's a stereotype.
Fucking up.
Yeah, you fucking up, Holmes.
Hey, there's literally like out of all the Crips I know, I say 1 out of 10 know how to Crip walk.
Yeah, that's
Like,
hard.
yeah, it's hard. Like
that.
that. That's not no shit that you just see.
On YouTube, I see all of them doing that, you know?
What do you think? They get in the hood. All right, guys. So they were practicing Crip walk.
Yeah,
Everybody,
yeah.
we're having a meeting.
Hey, he think it's like a house party with 40 people in there all sea walking. Nah.
Yeah, homie.
You usually have
I'm
1 or
fucking
2 people in the whole party, and everybody will clear the floor for them
then
two,
they start-
and
they
them
start
two.
fucking-
Like, come on, man.
But we all do this.
Yeah.
we
All of us doing the fucking-
Because you don't really got to have rhythm to do that.
Ah, shit.
You could just do that. Like, even if you and trust me, I don't have rhythm. I don't know how to dance.
You gotta feel it. You
Yeah,
gotta feel it.
I seen Mac 10 do it, you know, and I'm looking at him like, fuck, man, I couldn't do it. I tried it, bro. And,
I think he was bee walking, but it's the same.
Yeah.
It's just a little bit of a different thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just call it something different.
Oh,
Put a
okay.
little twist on
Yeah,
it.
that was a little.
That was a little
stereotype. Yeah, pretty
man,
much.
fucking up here.
Do you know how to sea walk?
Hey, Chris, you know how to Crip walk? Huh? I got my African American sound guy over there. You know how to Crip walk?
Next he gonna ask me to fried chicken.
Yeah, this motherfucker.
Oh, fuck.
Hey, but I mean, it's completely up to you as far as, well, not completely, but a good chunk of it as far as your kid going and not going into that gang life, right?
Right.
And what I like about it, and that's why I bring guys like you on here, is that you are actually trying to break that cycle. And are you seeing that also amongst homies your age, or there's some? I mean, there's always some that don't give a fuck and their kids are acting a fool.
Right.
But are you seeing more? Because me myself, I'm seeing more homies that are my age, kind of getting their kids out of that gang lifestyle.
Right.
Yeah, are you guys seeing the same thing in your area?
Yeah, I don't really see too many homies putting that on their kids.
Like how you grew up.
Right. Yeah, I think it's more people starting to realize like, yo, that ain't cool. No. You know, I even tell the little homies, if I see them with some new little homies, like, hey, he trying to be from the set, I'd be like, run. Don't do it.
That's right.
You know, I always tell them that. But they got their mind made up like we once did. So once you see them still coming around, and if I'm driving through the hood and I see him walking to the liquor store with a blue rag hanging out his pocket, now I'm going to stop and tell him like what he need to do to be safe if that's what you going to do. I understand you got to get to where you going, homie. I understand all that.
To survive.
If that's what you gonna do,
I picked
then,
up little homies because I see them playing
Right,
up and shit.
right,
You're
right.
here by yourself. Like I can't keep going and knowing 10 minutes later he got smoked.
Exactly.
And I'm gonna feel bad.
Exactly.
You know? Yeah. I know how you feel, man.
But
Yeah,
I think the big difference is that we finally coming out of this whole gang lifestyle figured out that it was all a fucking lie. I mean, we were sold a bill of goods. We thought we were gonna get glory. They're gonna put statues of the dead homies on the block. You're gonna have murals.
right.
Most guys, homies that died in my era, they don't know who the fuck they are.
Man, you get a car wash
Yeah.
Yep.
in a funeral, and you might get some post and your name on the shirt, and then they move on.
Yeah, but at the
Exactly.
before the dirt is compacted, homies are already smoking, drinking, and having a good time. Because really, the ones who feel that are the parents, man. And it's unfortunate.
Right. They got to live with that forever.
Parents are never gonna forget, but the homies
The
will.
siblings, the kids, the wife, you know,
Yeah.
them is the people who got to remember that. Everybody else, they get
move
to
on.
go back to their life.
I started asking people this, and this is, first of all, my opinion and my opinion only. So I'm not saying it's yours. In my opinion, in my experience with gangs and all that, I've come to the realization that gangs and gang banging is low level shit. Homie. And I'm not talking about like scumbag, like, no, I'm talking about in the hierarchy of just life, everything. It's low level shit.
Yep.
We didn't know, but now we kind of know. We're looking at the game like, wait a minute, homie, we're here fighting for this while they're buying your apartment, they're buying your block, they're kicking us out of our fucking, they're gentrifying our areas. And we still got little homies fighting for that, and at the end they get our age, like, what do you got? Nothing, just come out the joint or whatever it is.
And we live somewhere else, most of us, and then we'll just go over there and pretty much loiter. That's what you're doing, because nobody live in the hood.
Nobody owns nothing.
Nobody own nothing. It's a few houses. So you gonna go to one of them few houses, or you gonna go up to the park and you gonna hang right there all day.
We all fought for the street sign for so long, and it ain't even ours.
Bro, and then they doing the same thing. They gonna come from where they live to their hood, hang out, decide to come ride on you, and then they don't even got to go back to their hood because they don't live over there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So would you think it's low level as far as The whole
It's definitely low level. The stuff that we care about, the majority of the world doesn't care about. Yeah. They think it's stupid. They don't understand it. They'll never try to understand it. No, so that's one thing I did understand what old boy said. I ain't gonna say his name till you bring it up. Right. He said that when he said, "Hey man, you don't know what you would do because your mind is still on the block and you ain't never been in them corporate buildings with me." So he's thinking on that level, and I respect that part. It's only when he takes himself out of that building and try to go back to the block and have say so. That's when I have a problem with him, because it's like there's a thin line. Are you a businessman or are you a super gangbang politicker?
And that's a great way to get into this segment. The gangbanging stuff on the street is low level. The stuff that comes out of it can be very high level, such as the rap game. Right?
Right.
The rap game, you brothers still have it on lock, and rightfully so, because you guys put out some great fucking music, right? But unfortunately, what you're seeing out there, and to me, it's like, dude, I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh, what are you guys doing? Some of you guys have the potential to change your communities, brother. I mean, majorly change your community. Buy apartments, do the Nipsey Hussle stuff. But then you got the ego of the. We have our own, but the brothers seem to. You guys are killing each other, homie.
Right.
Over ego shit. I'm the king of Memphis. I'm this. You got Young Dove getting killed. You got Draco getting killed. You got Slim 400, and it's like, what do you think could happen to? Because that's high level shit. Right. Let's be straight up. That now is high level. Right. You can buy a house, send your kid to college, change people's lives in your neighborhood. But what is it with these guys and their egos that they're killing one another?
Well, you just said it. It's their ego. Like, I think Draco had a mixtape called Stink Team Run LA. And the Stink Team, for the most part, are non-affiliates. Mm-hmm. I know they have some people with affiliations. So to think that a non-affiliate group runs the gang capital, that's ego by him even saying that. And that's going to make other people with egos who feel like y'all don't run nothing want to come test you.
Right. But it's like this. Imagine I got a construction company, right? Let's say American Cholo Construction. I'm doing concrete, and I come out and say, I got the best concrete work in town. And then some guy across the city goes, I got the best concrete, and I tell Boo Boo, let's go smoke this fool.
Nah, but they battle in different ways.
Yeah, but they should battle lyrically, songs. Yeah. But it seems what happens is they start pumping themselves up, because everybody's a killer until you get busted for that murder, and all of a sudden you snitching on somebody because you ain't trying to do that time.
You know what it is? I think rap is just more competitive. Like country singers and rock stars, they want to compete on the Billboard charts.
Yes,
they're not making diss songs about each other, but it's also not a masculine genre like that. You know, like rock and roll, you could wear high heels and makeup. You know what I mean?
Some rappers nowadays, homeboy.
Hey, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. You know why? I wanted to stop you when you said that we run the rap game, and we don't. The white man does.
The white man runs the money part of the
just like sports. We could go out there and catch all the touchdowns, but who owns the team?
Yeah, but you guys have the keys to the door. You guys are at the door letting people in. The guy in the back's writing the checks, which is mostly a Jew guy back there writing the checks.
But they're the ones letting us in. They pick who they want to push to the front.
Right.
They pick who they want to shove down your throat. They sorry ass single every 5 minutes, and it gets stuck in your head, and you start to like it. It programs you. So when they come to Lil Wayne or whoever and throw them a skirt or super skinny jeans or whatever the case is, I know mine kind of fitted, but not like theirs. Not like theirs, man. You know what I mean? Like theirs be like they probably gotta jump up and down and wiggle to get inside. But when they start pushing that type of stuff to the front and saying this is the new look, when they start sliding people these little man purses, and black people were so materialistic that they'd be like, oh well, it's Louis. Like, so it's still a purse. This $5,000. Like, so what?
Yeah,
you could have spent that $5,000 on something else.
Yeah, something more valuable.
Yeah, it's them marketing, saying what do we want to sell? Put it on them.
Yeah, put it on them, and then they're gonna give it to you for free. And I'm quite sure y'all like free shit too, but black people ain't turning down no free stuff. So when they start giving people what's them pants them girls used to wear back in the day, the pedal pushers and stuff like that, and they gonna wear it because
They be wearing that shit.
because it's Gucci. Mm-hmm. It's free and it's Gucci. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I ain't wearing that shit.
Yeah, I'm not either. They probably have open toe sandals.
Just checking, homie. Just checking.
Come on, man.
So let's talk about fucking Wacko, homeboy.